Hello, hello, hello. When is the third stream? How is everyone doing? Alright, this makes up for the fact I didn't wake up in time for the last stream and my lost streak. Oh no, cheese. What's up though, everyone? 24-hour stream when? I don't know. How do I feel about the Moonlight sound compared to other O-rings? I would say it's on par. I don't think there's anything inherently that makes it stand apart sound-wise. I think if you like O-ring builds, you won't be disappointed. But like if you were to put that and pair it against any of the other O-ring builds I've done, I truly don't think I'd know if I could be able to tell the difference. You know? Funny, I just got the ping that this went live and was like, man, I wish I knew something about this board, and here you are? Oh, so you were looking into it too. Yeah, it's a nice little board. It's from TKD. It's called the Part 175. Well, I mean, we'll take a look here in a second. I just want to catch up with you guys. Feels like it's been forever.
Almost 2 years.
What's up, Bruno? Thank you so much for almost 2 years, man. Is this from Vertex? I don't think this is considered Vertex. This is TKD. Does TKD have any stake in Vertex or vice versa? It might be Vertex? I don't know exactly. The thing is, I'm so confused all the time. It has the VTX engine thing in it, but I don't know if this has anything to do with Vertex or... I don't know. It's a little confusing sometimes when it comes to Vertex and other things. I checked the mail and received my credit card. It's secured though with $200 limit. I will spend it wisely. Sounds good, Zany. Where are the other 74 parts? Lost in the mail. I was confused about the pre-order being on Prototypist for Q1 2025 while simultaneously being in stock. So, okay, I can't answer that. What I'm assuming is happening is ClickClack got access to in-stock items. And the rest of the vendors are probably doing a pre-order for stuff that's already being made. That's what I'm assuming is happening. What's up, Lamp? How you doing, man? Oh, God, my hair is, like, stuck to my head here. Whatever. Just leave it. I don't care. I've been away from your stream for so long. What happened to your old wired-in earbuds? Okay, so the wired-in earbuds, let me explain. When I put earbuds in, right? The wired ones. I tend to get this really strange, like even these do it a little bit. In fact, maybe I'll just keep one on. But I tend to get this pressure that comes with having earbuds on. And I'm not going to lie, it got to me. Like it was really starting to get to me and I just could not deal with it anymore. So I gave up. I switched over. When am I going to see Sunday photos? Not this week. This week here is too jam-packed with things. I've also been having this pain right underneath my head. I don't know what's going on. This last week has just been... I don't know. I feel like I'm still recovering from whatever that thing I had last week was. Remember when I was telling you guys I felt weird last week? I think I'm still recovering from that. Do you have any recommendations for a good 75? Dude, the Neo 75 we just covered the other day. Primo, dude. Love this thing, but who knows? Maybe this can dethrone it. We need Sunday photo stream only. I know. Novel Keys photos when? You know, Lego, DM me. I'll just send you the link. I haven't made it public yet, but I have a private link I can send you. I can show you. I'm excited. I just picked up an old MX Master Mouse in the stone colorway. Hopefully yours lasts a little while. I feel like mine already, this one here is starting to wear down in certain areas and it's driving me up the walls. So I learned something today, by the way. I was talking to some people today. Turns out Twizzlers is a very divisive candy. What's up, Sick Vic? How you doing, man? What's up, Secret? Yeah, Twizzlers and I guess Red Vines. They're very divisive. It's a shite candy. Why though? No one really could other than just not liking the flavor. Yeah, dude, I learned that today. I learned that it's not like people can tolerate Twizzlers. It's just people hate or love them. Well, okay, cherry Twizzlers aside, those are totally different. The strawberry ones, the standard Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers personally. I also like the cherry one, which are called nibs, I believe. Wipe this down. I think it was desoldering some stuff, and I see a few. I'll vacuum later. I only say that red vines are better because they're like a candy I used to eat with my dad. So you have some nostalgia. Yeah, dude, crazy to me. I did not know this was such a divisive candy. It's delicious red science plastic. Yeah. Had no idea this was such a divisive candy, dude. I had to stop buying Twizzlers. I was eating such an unhealthy amount of them. Luckily, I've been I personally think the last few months, I've been very good with sugar intake. I think, at least. But, yeah. Twizzlers used to be my fave. I used to go, dude, Twizzlers and a bag of chips. Hello. Dude, that shit would... I could watch a movie, have a little bit of chips, some Twizzlers, that's salty, sweet. Ooh. Being addicted to Twizzlers is just wild. Why you calling me out like that, man? QW, man. Twizzlers are fucking fire, dude. I don't care. You know what? I don't care what anyone says. America's chip game is so bad. I mean, there are some bad chips. I still think, personally, the only, it's weird. You know Lay's, like the standard, any flavor of Lay's. I think the texture of Lay's pisses me off. I much prefer a kettle-cooked chip. They need gluten-free Twizzlers ASAP. Or are they not gluten-free? I don't know. I feel like I had some sort of allergic reaction to stuff last year. Did I ever tell you guys about random thing, by the way? Did I ever tell you guys about when I was like breaking out in hives every other day?
I used to be a person that built and rebuilt boards often, but ever since I built my Kohaku, I don't want to build anything or do anything that would take it off my desk. Help.
Easy, Liv. I got you the solution. You get one more desk. If you get one more desk, you can start building for the other desk. Think about it. If you just get a single more desk, then you never have to take it off the first one. Galaxy brain move. You just get another Kohaku. Oh man, that's so smart. People come here for the answers, you know what I mean? Thank you, Liv. Love you. I hope you're having a great day today, Liv. Just get an L desk. I feel like that would still considered one, though. You know what I mean? This man living in 3024. This man preying on their financial downfall. I would get a care package with Indian snacks and hand delivered to you one day. Would love that, dude. Would love that. I love snacks of all sorts. Why stop at 2? The whole room could be an assortment of desks. And then you just have lots of things. Lots of reasons. But yeah, last year, guys, I don't know if I remember. I think I told you guys. I think it got brought up. Last year, I don't know what it was. I think, obviously, I'm kind of talking out of my ass. And this is not the voice of a professional, nor did I go see anyone for this. I probably should have. But last year, or I guess the beginning of this year, late last year, I started getting, well, technically 2 years ago, but for a long year. So, sorry, I'm getting my dates wrong. Let me just restart this. About 2 years ago, for about a year, I was getting hives like every other day. It was after COVID stuff. So I have no idea if that correlates, but we'll just pretend it doesn't. Oddly enough, simultaneously, it happened when I was gaining weight and eating a lot of bad food. And I don't know if it was just me, reacting or my body reacting. After I dropped all the weight that I gained, as well as started eating a little bit better, for the most part, it went all away. I still get it every now and then when I pig out, but bad food can lead to hives. Happened to me. Was there like a particular food for you trapped? I had weird allergy issues after my COVID. My theory is that it wrecked my microbiome. Yeah, I've also heard that my stomach, because I also had some surgery done in my mouth, and I also had to wipe my stomach out of stuff, and I had to take probiotics and stuff, and there's also that theory that I was told, but really fast foods like the oils they use, fuck, maybe that's what it is. I had weird allergy issues though. Ambi, I would love to hear more about that too. Could be an immune response, especially after having COVID. Yeah, it was not fun. I could make homemade fried food and would be fine. Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I should just go get my like blood work done. For a little while I thought maybe I was like pre-diabetic or something, but I had no other symptoms of anything. So I don't know. Again, I didn't get anything done. Doctors are tough to schedule anything here with, so. But yeah, I don't know. But I hope everyone's been having a good day. I actually, after I finished with you guys, I went to go pick up a package from a client, and then I cleaned, and now I'm here again. I was looking forward to the second stream today, because we're doing the TKD part 175, which is a little bit of a ridiculous name, but have you seen musicians with multiple keyboards in their setup? You could do that with mechanical keyboards. You know, at all times, there's always like 2 or 3 keyboards on mine. Antibiotics will do severe damage for sure. Yeah. Actually, I need to eat more yogurts and stuff. I need to get like my gut health better. That is one thing I need to worry about. Hope everyone here is having a good week, night, Thanksgiving. Guys, I hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. I don't know if you guys are doing anything. I'm not doing anything this year. I'm going to be streaming later on tomorrow night. We're doing a client board, but I have nothing at all that I am, like, no family things at all this year. Consider cutting meat for a week? Oh my god, that's impossible meme. Kombucha for your gut health, acquired taste. I actually like kombucha, but I have a really... my first time ever drinking kombucha, okay. This requires no music, because I need to focus on the story. My first time ever, man. I got the kombucha. It was my first time. It was like, everyone was going crazy for this stuff. And on the box, because you know how there's sediment that settles in kombucha? On like, not the box, sorry, the bottle. It says, like, okay, to be fair, I read it in a hurry, but it basically said to turn the bottle upside down and kind of like let the sediment and stuff get mixed all together, whatever. I took that as violently shake to get all of the thing, because I didn't know it was carbonated. So I violently shook it, and then I opened it, and you know when you hear like the tss, I closed it, but it was too late, and I had just cleaned everything on my desk, and it just fucking went everywhere. And the thing about kombucha, I don't know if you guys have ever spilled any of this. The thing about it is it smells. Like it's not a bad smell, but it's fragrant. And it lingered in my room for weeks. Like no matter how much I cleaned it, because it got sucked up by like the wooden table and stuff. This is like years and years and years ago when I first had it, but crazy. Absolutely wild. No, I don't think I was into keyboards when this was a thing. I hear Adam has really good gut health. Maybe he can help you out with a fecal transplant? Oh, it's a real thing? Oh, baby. Listen, I'm good. We out here and we good. Very helpful to people in real need. Okay. I don't want to be insensitive because I didn't know it was a real thing, but that sounds gross. I'm glad it helps people though. It just doesn't sound pleasant. But then again, a lot of medicine doesn't. When I took that medicine for when I had an infection basically, and I took that medicine, all the side effects were very unpleasant. But yeah, I think a lot of medicine stuff or just ways to treat things can be rather unpleasant. Would you prefer his transplant or a spacebar? Wait, what? A spacebar? I'll take a spacebar. What board are we using? This is okay, let's just kind of dive into the keyboard for 1 second. So this is going to be sponsored because they're letting me keep the board. We'll probably end up giving it away, but it's important that we remember to say these things. However, it's not going to stop me from being brutally fucking honest. This is the Neo up here, and the reason why, well, also because we just recently built it, we're also going to be building the TKD part number 1 75. It is an in-stock board on ClickClack. There's pre-orders happening on other vendors. It started today. I think it started an hour ago. Is that correct? They're doing in stock of this. There's a bunch of colors. Here, we'll kind of show off the colors here as well. There is a butt ton of colors they got going on. So they got black, silver, dark gray, wine red, green, purple, pink, very Perry, which is very nice, a coating yellow, coating blue, coating brown, coating warm white, and coating cold gray, motley white, and warm gray. So there's a lot of colors here. It seems to be 230 across the board, unless you want the forged carbon fiber upgrade, which preference. You may want a carbon fiber plate. $25 extra for forged carbon fiber. I don't know. It's up to you if you want to spend that much more money. The hot swap's an extra $10, and then extra plates are 20 to 40 bucks, or 20 to 45. So, at its cheapest, which is I believe what we have here, it's $238. This rings in. So the least expensive one of this one would be about $20 more than the Neo 75, because I believe pricing just got announced for the Neo 75. So it's about $15 to $20 more than the Neo, which is I don't know if you guys know this. This is a very. They said 238, 240 is shipped. They said something about shipping here. Free express shipping, which is pretty good. That adds to the value too. So even more, this is a very, very, this might be the first time ever that we have two keyboards which are almost identical in price point that we're doing in 1 week from competitors. Interesting, because now we actually get to, it's not like before where, something comes out a month later and you can't, now we get to pick. This is the interesting part right now. I don't think this has ever happened where we've had two. I'd say this is a pretty popular product right now, even the TKD one. I've never seen this happen. I can already tell you, I think I prefer most of the colors from the TKD stuff. I like their coatings as well. Colors aside, I can already tell you, I do like the inclusion of copper stuff on the Neo. So just some minor things to start off. But let's take a look at the board, shall we? What a time to be alive. I know, it's kind of cool. This is actually quite exciting to me. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Oh, here, let me take away the screen. This is quite exciting to me.
Happy Sunday. Happy to still catch a stream today, Alexotos.
GOVO, thank you so much for 6 months of being here. I'm glad you're here, man. The hot swap layout is very limited. We'll take a look at layout stuff, too. Ooh la la. So, right away, I can tell you, the Neo is technically the easier
I forgot to ask in the earlier stream, but I heard your Canon Keys profile got updated. Simon messaged you on Discord. Keys.
Oh my god. No, he changed my picture on Novel Keys. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'll talk to Simon about that later, that sneaky guy. So, right away, I can tell you that the Neo is going to be easier to build. Reason why? The Neo, we'll unplug this just to show. And we're going to be comparing this all stream, I think. This is going to be pretty much a big comparison. Neo has catchball, also pogo connectors. This is extremely easy to put together. Now, I know this is not everyone's cup of tea. Some people like the idea of screwing something in and plugging things in. So maybe this is for a different audience. In a way, while this is still easier to build, I actually appreciate this one here on its own merit because this is a different project, you know what I mean? I can already tell you too, I love the side bezels more on this one, all right? This has thinner side bezels. It's a little bit sharper as well. It's not as rounded off as the Neo. So for me, the framing is excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent on the TKD Part 175. God, what a terrible name for this. Let's just call it the Part 1. So the Part 1, a little bit nicer in the top-down aesthetic. This has a blocker badge thing. If you want a blocker badge thing, you can't get one here. Side profile-wise, this is going to be tough to beat the Neo. This is still I would say a sexy side profile. It's very simplistic. You know, it does got some angles here, if you can take a look at that. It's simplistic. I still think it looks nice. I have no quarrels with this. It looks good. Looks like a low front height. I'll have to find out exactly how tall this is. Yeah, it gives me a little bit of an F1 vibe as well. This is a lot more minimal, cleaner, if you want to call it. I would say, yeah, maybe more modern in some sense. Again, we'll show off the Neo here. The Neo is interesting. You know, it has a touch of, what's a good word to use? It has a touch of class to it, and it has a bit of, you know, a little bit more character to the side profile as well. I like it. It's a nice looking side profile. I think I prefer the Neo. Yeah, dynamic, elegant's a good word too. Unlike the other board here, there's no weight to kind of creep up on the top, but it does the same thing really as this board, where you can get a little lip of the bottom piece. So if you end up buying like 2 of these things, you can kind of mix and match colors and have it shown off, which is nice. And then the back of the board, you're gonna get Part 175. So again, very minimal branding here on the back, which I appreciate. I love the USB-C connector. It's kind of inset in its own little thing here with a nice little seam, and then they have this other little divider kind of milled in there on the top frame. So it looks good. I kind of like the way it angles in as well. It gives it some, God, my thing keeps slipping around everywhere. Gives it some like nice dynamic of some sort. The bottom's nice. I guess we'll just peel this away now. Oh my God, please. I guess that's the heat from my hands still a little bit. Anyways, don't worry about that. I'll have to clean that off. Is it the heat of my hands, or is it like a problem with this? Kind of looks like oils of some sort. I don't know. I'll have to wipe that away. Does the insert interfere with the cables? Or inset interfere with the cables? I don't think it does at all. This is a really shallow inset. See? Look how shallow that is. But it says PT over here, so I guess they are going with more of a PT branding, and then TKD in a smaller branding on the bottom. Looks nice. In terms of what color this is exactly, I think this was the gunmetal gray one. The anodized dark gray, I believe this is. How do you like them compared to the Sonnet? Okay, that's an interesting question as well. The Sonnet is priced to be more premium, and it's, you know, spec'd out config. The thing that these things can't do, like the Sonnet's doing, is how soft they are to type on. Not a single one of these reaches that same level of softness the new Sonnet has. The Sonnet also has double mounting systems that I think both sound really good. So far, the Neo with its double mounting system, it fell really flat for me on the bottom mount. I think that was a bit of an afterthought. This, I believe, is only top mount, so we'll see, I guess, going from there. I would have loved if they offered some... I think my issue right now with this, based off of what you see on the in-stock, is if you wanted a PC plate, you're spending an extra 20 bucks. You can't just swap out the default plates, which is... I don't know how you guys feel, but for me, it's kind of poopy that I have to spend an extra 20 bucks to get like a default plate choice. You know? Yeah, it feels kind of backwards. But I mean, if they pre-packed all these with aluminum plates, then maybe that makes sense. I agree, that's my biggest issue with it. Yeah, because if you just end up wanting to use a PC plate, you can't. You have to buy a PC plate, and then you're left with a spare aluminum. So here it is from the side if you guys wanted to see it too. Yeah, but I do think I prefer the top-down look of this more, but I think both of the keyboards are beautiful in their own rights. This is the better side profile, as well as the better bottom, in my opinion. This has a nice side profile with a really nice top-down, but I don't know, I like both of them. Alu being the only free plate version on a top mount does seem weird to me. It seems very a classic approach, but I would have preferred some other options. I don't even know what they gave us, if they even gave us anything else. I'd be curious to see, because this is the accessory box here. We'll take this apart here in a moment as well. The one I'm currently using is the Neo 75. Ooh. So they did send us both PCBs. We'll take a look at the compatibility here in a moment. We did get some other plates as well. I think we got all the plates, and I'm thinking I'm just going to use... Actually, this has now put me in a tough spot. Do I just use aluminum? That does put me in a tough spot. Yeah, like, I don't want to demo the thing that costs $20 extra. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think we just stick with Alu. What is this? Just like a piece of foam? All right. We're not going to use any of these then. I need these though. Do I need this? There's already one in there. That's just a spare. And then there is stabilizers in here. Is that included in the package? I didn't see anything about inclusion of stabs. Hold on one moment. Is there included stabs? Jesus, I have to scroll so far down for this. I don't know. It doesn't say. So nice. I don't know, actually. It doesn't have any mention of these stabilizers, so I'm going to go ahead and assume they don't come with them. But why send them to me? I don't know. I appreciate it. But, Alpha, what's up, man? Alpha, I need to ship out your thing. I keep forgetting. Can you show the PC plate? It's supposed to have different mounting points than the aluminum. Oh, is it? Let me take a look. Okay, we'll open up everything. We'll start off with the plates. I don't know about the aluminum. It's still in the case, so we'll have to take that apart here in a moment. This is the PC one. I'm already not a fan of this board. I think my only gripe with it right now is just being the plate. The plate situation's a little wonky for me. I mean, these all look like they're the same. Here's the forged carbon. Are you certain they're going to be different? These all look the same to me. Yeah, I would say these are all literally identical in terms of where the mounting spots are. It includes stabilizers, states so on ClickClack. Where do you see that? I'm looking at kit contents and I don't see that here. Stabilizers. Oh, you know what? I am blind. It says PCB stabilizers. That's what it says. My bad. It does say that. I guess it does come with stabs. Nice little addition, I guess. Should we use these? I don't even know what these are. Wanted to say I was working on a board the other day and the spacebar sounded off. Then I remembered I had a pocket Nixie to save the day. Gotta love the pocket Nixie. You gotta love it, dude. Oh, they're screw-in stabs. All right. Well, let's keep these here on this side. So let's take a look at both of these PCBs as well. So this is the hot swap. And we did see on the Neo, the hot swap was outstanding for compatibility. Is this 7U even? Fuck. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little womp womp. It's a little limited. So if you did want to go with the hot swap, you are stuck with a 6.25U. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. You're not getting much out of the hot swap unit here. And then if we look at the solder, I mean, yeah, you get everything with the solder. Solder is your standard fare everything, which is great. Love to see that. Damn, a little bit of a miss. I am a little surprised with people doing hot swap PCBs lately and then not including anything. I mean, so far, the TKD board has two things in which I'm not the biggest fan of right now, which is fixed plates on the in-stock units. I don't know if the pre-order units are the same way, like you have to spend extra on plates. And this is a little lackluster. Well, this is very lackluster. I mean, hey, if this is your profile or your thing and you like this, then you do you. But for me, I think it's a bit of a miss. Let's put this back. I am not using a hot swap today. I am glad they added both though, because oh god, I hate putting these things back in the package. Screw it. Alright, we'll put these away too. To me, the whole point of hot swap is to experiment. It's a shame to see that so much is missing. I agree. There is that kind of idea that you're going to experiment with hot swap. And when you don't get that, you feel like it's kind of missing in a lot of ways. But okay. You do have to cut these little things here off, but it is what it is. Simon's still glazing it, his reason being why use hot swap anyways, but no support for hot swap PCB. Oh well. I think I'm going to be a little different than Simon here, because I try to look at these things from like a general perspective, like not just, hey, use only one thing because it's the right way to do. These are my opinions anyways, so just my opinions. Can you do a Simon impression? No. Honestly, I don't think I have the mental energy to do that right now. Maybe on another day we can do something silly like that, but... Alright, let's start doing some stabs, shall we? Or, you know what? Should we open this up first before we get too far? Yeah, let's open this up. Let me see the inside of this guy. We do have press and feet, which is great. I really want to get rid of whatever this is, though. So let me get a... I guess a microfiber cloth. Do I have one readily available? What is this? It's like an oil slick of some sort. It does slowly wipe off, but it's not wiping off very cleanly. Hold on, I have some like fluid thing for this. 1 second. I don't know what it is. Maybe it won't wipe off. Not really coming off. Reflection on point. Alright, it's slowly coming off here, whatever this stuff was. But I will say that is not the best first impression in the world. Yeah, it still could use some polishing there, but... I mean, this is technically a microfiber cloth, isn't it? Desk is moving. I'm sorry. Oof. Alrighty. I mean, yeah, it's definitely more cleaned up now. Alrighty, not the biggest deal in the world. Press and feet, though. I always like press and feet. I also saw they have different badges with some different finishes. I like that a lot. That's always nice to see. Where did I stick my... No, there's my toolkit. Oh, man, today I was actually going to buy a bigger one of these. I was like, fuck it, I use this all the time. As much as I hate this, I'm willing to spend some money on the big one. And then apparently they're out of stock on Grove Made, which was kind of, maybe a net benefit for myself, because I looked at the price of the big one, and it's like 180 bucks. But, yeah, so ended up not getting it. I found another brand that does big ones, not in this particular color. And it's like $90 for the wool ones or whatever. Dude, I know. The JGW 65? Which one are we talking about? Dude, Grove Made is a little overrated. I don't like any of their other products except for this particular color of desk mat. That's it. Yeah, I was looking at Oki Wood as well. There's some other Canadian brands that have them. So I'm thinking about just grabbing one from them. And it seems like every other brand was smart enough to put some sort of like rubber on the bottom of these so they don't slide. Desky I looked too. Yeah. He'll even cut it to size and debadge it. Okay, I'll take a second look at them too. So it looks like the longer screws go in the back, which is fine, just to remember. What got you into streaming very seriously? Do you want me to be like funny about it, real about it, or all of the above? Because I can give you a funny answer. Did I miss a screw somewhere? I did miss a screw. Can we get a wink at the bottom of the weight? We'll do it after we're done building it. A bit of both. The long of it, I guess I kind of have to explain this in long if it wants to be both. I've always liked doing people stuff. Like I like doing things where I get to talk to people all day long. I realized that I really had a passion for that. Hold on, there we go. That's a little better. Things seemed a little dark. I realized I had a bit of a passion for chit-chatting and talking when I was working retail. Before that, I never did. And then I realized I loved it. When I switched into the other careers that I thought I was going to like, in my mid-20s, late 20s, I realized that I hated pretty much like every desk job that I was at. And it just wasn't for me because I couldn't socialize while I was working. And I feel like that's part of what I wanted to do. Mind you, I worked those jobs. So I started working when I was about 16, 17 years old. And then I worked my first desk job, so to speak, when I was about 24, 25. I worked that for a bunch of years, and then I worked another job in which I did more desk work. There was photography and other things put inside of it, but yeah, I realized it just wasn't for me. And when I when I was experimenting with just things I wanted to do for myself, I realized, oh, hey, I really like talking to people. Like, that is just something I genuinely enjoy. So I switched over to streaming as like a little side hustle. And the funny part about this is I never planned on going to make this my full-time job because I just want to keep this a hobby. And it's kind of funny because I was kind of not forced into this, but I enjoyed this so much that I think I gave up on my actual work. Like I was just putting in the bare minimum for many different reasons. Many different reasons. I'm being serious. But yeah, when I decided to take this a bit more seriously, I was also laid off at my full-time job. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm actually taking this super serious. And that's how I got into streaming. That's the whole story. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe there is different. Actually, is there? No, they're all the same. So wait. Oh, that's for the... No, that makes no sense. Why is there different mounting styles here? See that? Oh, is the plate upside down? Oh, no, it was fine. Are you like 29-ish? I am 33. No, they're all the same. Look, here, I'll grab the PC one. They're all the same. Does it say somewhere on the website that they're all going to be different? It's a mistake? Oh, this is a mistake? The prototype? Oh. It's a mistake? Okay. I guess what, did Simon see that and then ask the
Was
same thing too?
restreaming your first build today and you were talking about doing shorts for your channel, but I thought you meant orange shorts merch and got excited just to get let back down. Lol. Alexotos shifty eyes.
Oh, we're talking about YouTube shorts. Simon built a PC. Lolo came on stream and told him the plate was being updated. Okay, so maybe a even better reason to not stream with polycarbonate today, as much as I really want to. So if anyone's just tuning in, we're going to be streaming with aluminum because that is the default choice that they're kind of forcing you into, and we're just going to stick with it. As bad as it may sound, glad you got laid off. You're a really great personality in the keyboard community, and I don't think it would be the same without you. Thank you, EJ. That makes me very happy to hear. Also, McCann, thank you so much for the kind compliment. How long did it take till streaming became a sustainable career? I would personally say, like, Chowsy, let me be real with you. It happened
Keep
like
up the
3.5,
great
4
work,
years
Alex.
into streaming. Thank you, EJ. But the thing is, again, Chowsy, I want to keep it as transparent as I can because I don't want to, like, inflate people's like idea of what sustainability means. If I stream and this is my only source of income, I would be better off just going to get a minimum wage job in the city, a full-time minimum wage job. There's just, you don't get much, like, even at 800 to 900 subs, it's just not worth doing because Twitch takes so much of it. And I'm even counting in like the partner program and stuff like that. It's just not worth doing. You have to, like, I technically work for Novel Keys as well. And that's the only reason why it came sustainable. It was because I had to get a job within the hobby. Other than that, streaming, even the people that are in the 1%, I would say there's like a percentage of those that will make it streaming. But to talk a bit more about the board, big internal weight over here, covering, this piece. Oh God. Now it's not going to be passed through. This is a whole separate piece over here. And then we just have some little badges on the internals. So internals, I mean, it's a flat piece of brass. Should break up some of the sound profile a bit. Sounds pretty solid. Not that I think the knock test is anything good. Ribbon cable though, a bit smudge. But I understand why it's there. Dude, Rary, we were talking about this earlier. Pricing is pretty much fucking identical. So this is one of the rare cases that we get to put two keyboards head to head to see which one might be the better buy for you. You know what I mean? It is crazy that both of them are this price point. Alright, let's do some stabs. Let's get these lubed. I really like the keyboards you're reviewing on YouTube and how you and enjoy how you review it. I'm from Indonesia, by the way, and a keyboard enthusiast too. It's the right terms. Thank you so much, Wilson. I really appreciate that, man. I try my best. I hope the my style of reviewing and taking a look at things and showcasing things resonates with people. That's all I can really ever hope for. And just everyone, dude, I just hope everyone has a good time here, man. More importantly, I hope the people here are just like happy, And if it sounds a little selfish, I just hope that we all can remain happy, including me, It's the only thing really you gotta worry about. Can you compare this to the Neo 75? Dude, we're comparing this to the Neo 75 all stream long. So you don't even have to worry about that, Stoner. The whole time we're building this, we're comparing it to this board right above us. In fact, if you missed the beginning of the stream, we were literally doing cross comparisons. I like the bezels on this more. I think the bezels on this speak to me more than the Neo. I agree. If the Neo had those bezels, it'd be no contest. Hard agree, dude. Hard agree. I don't really like the bottom of the Neo 75. Hope this one's better. Like the style of it, you mean? The Neo 75 has a more stylized aesthetic. I wish the copper was not so orange on the Neo 75. Yeah, that could be a turnoff for some people. It's a bit of a tough copper to color match. A lot more orange. I've never spray painted a keyboard, no. Maybe one day. it says this board's 238 on ClickClack. Yes, it's 238 shipped. So this, I don't know how much shipping is going to be on the Neo 75. It varies obviously in per region, but I would say, I mean, if it's fair to assume, this is pretty much identical in price when you start to include things like shipping on the Neo 75. I don't know. Is that fair to say? I think it's fair. Glow-in-the-dark keyboard? Dude, there was glow-in-the-dark switches at one point. It's probably like 40 to 50 for the Neo. Don't they all ship from China? Is the Neo going to be 40 or 50 to ship? The last time I got something shipped from QWERTY Keys, it was about 30 for me. So maybe the Neo comes in at about $10 more when you're including shipping. So I don't know. This is why it's a little tough to say, because depending on region, it changes. For any people, it will take a while to get the Neo 75 to US vendors. Yeah. ClickClack ships from the USA. I need to double check. Did ClickClack state free international shipping? Or was it just free shipping CONUS? So the Neo 75 varies depending on the one that you want. I would compare the all spec'd out Neo 75. I'm talking the most expensive version of the Neo 75 compared to this one. I think there's no fair way to say this. Like, you can get a base Neo 75 without the copper and just get the brass. And yes, then technically after shipping, it's probably more in line with the pricing of this guy. So I think this still can get into the range of what the Neo 75 is. About 40 for CONUS for the Neo 75. And if the cheapest version is 190, because that's the cheapest, right? I don't think there's a cheaper Neo 75. Then technically, the Neo 75 is $2 more. I would say that's negligible at that point there. I don't think we really worry about that too much. I don't know. Maybe that is something we worry about. I don't know how you guys feel about that. What do you do if you're... What are you doing? Wait, what would you do if your partner invited you to Keebs and chill? That would just never happen. I think my girlfriend's sick of keyboards at this point. I don't think she gives a shit anymore. I need 2 more stabs here. I think she looks at them now and she just goes, oh great, another one. Oh, it's Keeps and Chilling? Oh, that's for you guys. I just don't want to deal with case screws anymore. That's totally fair. So they're more or less the same price we get the base model. About. That's why it's a little bit like depending. That's why I'm a little bit up in the air about even comparing that. But yes, technically they're in and around the same price. But I also think it's exciting because I don't think we've ever had boards like this where we can just cross compare like we are doing right now. So far, based off of looks alone, I like both of them. I think there are reasons why I would pick one over the other. But I think the most realistic way that I can compare this is I am never going to be looking at the side of my board like this. I'm also never going to be picking this up like on a regular basis. I like the bezels and the top-down, front-facing, like from your standard kind of look here. This makes a lot of sense. I like this for me. This is beautiful. Top mount is exciting. Well, it's a classic mounting style. I have not seen the new Zoom 75, but I'm assuming we'll get to take a look at it. Because I think Wuche mentioned something about it to me, but I have not seen any photos of it yet. I'm reading off Neo 75 Notion. Taconis 48 for air shipping via DHL will provide a $10 shipping compensation until DHL cancels the demand surcharge. Oh, so they're going to give you $10 off? Honestly, everyone's been doing DHL these days. For good reason. What's my least favorite board of all time? questions like this are really tough because then I like... There's a part of me that wants to answer with something funny and, you know... But then I also remember that there are real people who design these things and... Like, I don't want to make a mockery of something. I also just don't think it's deserving of that to kind of go to that level. I think I'll pick something more generic as my least favorite board. But I think believe it or not, the GMK Pro, not my least favorite. I think there was a lot of stupid parts about it, but I don't know. It's really tough to say. Like, sometimes I do poke fun at things, but I also don't like to point the finger and be like, haha. Well, the iron boards aren't bad looking. They're not my least favorite. I just think the excuses behind the brand of why things are the way they are ridiculous. I don't know if that becomes my least favorite because of that. We can make fun of the GMK Pro all we want. It's probably the board that got a lot of people into the hobby. Yeah, plus the company behind it's bad decisions, bad faith to their customers, in my opinion. You generally still do it in a constructive manner when you poke fun IMO. Thank you, Lost. That means a lot. No, we're gonna do a metal plate, and I hope that going with a metal plate doesn't piss anyone off. I think it just makes more sense to demo the aluminum plate since that's what's in stock. You know, that's what comes with the in-stock unit. So I'm hoping that makes sense to at least demo. These stabs are good though. I don't think I've ever put in these stabs anyways. Just TKD stabs? It should be fine. My first board was GMK Pro, so we'll give credit to where it's due. I feel like a lot of people started off with that. Halloween build? I gotta think of something. We do one every year. Are they C3? These are are these upgraded C3s? We're good. My first board was actually a Rama M6A Lake. How dare you use aluminum, wink? Thank you, Burn. And thank you guys for all the subs and supporting this channel, by the way. If I don't say it enough, I should. Thank you guys. You guys make all of this possible and make this space what it is. Have you ever tried Harimau tactiles? Oh, I don't think I have. I don't really try a whole hell of a lot of tactiles. They're just not really my thing. I usually kind of skip on them. All right, let's get rid of these things. JN, thank you so much for a gifted sub, man.
458 gifted a tier 1 sub today, me VAD.
Oh, goodness me. I don't know where that just went flying to. Best keycaps to the original Tofu 65 with an acrylic case. I mean, you know what's a really fun OG combo? SA keycaps. That, or just go with some good old PBT. What would I pick though? I would definitely pick Cherry, Profile, and GMK. That is still my choice. Okay, I gotta clean my room afterwards. These little pieces are going flying. I'm still waiting for the Aura 65 too. I'm patient, man. I'm becoming a little impatient, Jan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited for that board. Stabs down. I tried a typewriter the other day and it was amazing. Like a real typewriter. This one's fun actually. Alrighty. Dude, I've been playing Pokemon Go because I had to do a bunch of traveling today. Like back and forth for things. I was playing Pokemon Go all day today. I don't know what other phone games to play these days, or just like what to do on my phone, or while I patiently wait on the streetcars. So Pokemon Go has been my go-to. Although I don't think I'm very knowledgeable in Pokemon Go, but it's been fun. Did you ever patina your Sonnet? No, it's on my to-do list. Once we... dude, we're still getting things unpacked from the move. And once we get all that done is when I'm going to start doing fun things. Like fun little projects. Two other very comparable boards at the same time were Dune 65 and Void. You're right. You're right. I don't think I thought of them as the same for whatever reason. I just felt they were so different for a lot of reasons. I think even pricing-wise, they were a smidge different, right? But you're right. There was those two that we should have paid more attention to like that when it came to the cross comparison. I think we did do some cross comparison, though. Oh, you're right. Dude, I am misremembering. The Pluto and Cycle 7 also came out at the same time. However, there was a very big price gap between the two of them. I think the Pluto did come in at like $70 more or something. So I think that was still a very good comparison to make, though. You are correct, though. All right, let's screw these guys in. You are right, Martin. Damn, how did I forget that? The J-Racing... Was that the same time? Why do I feel like that wasn't? Remo.
Thank you for the good vibes, keyboard man. Wow,
Hey.
wow, wow.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, dude. Wow. We are going to do Cherry Nixies. Or not Nixies. We're doing Cherry MX2As. Did I put Nixies in the fucking command? I think I did. We're doing MX2As. I'm pretty positive I accidentally put Nixies. My bad. I also have HMX switches if you guys want to use HMX switches. I just feel like with a top mount keyboard, Cherry just makes sense from like a standardization kind of easy to look at route. You know what I mean? I don't know. For me, it just made sense. Top mount with HMX? Nah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's why I prepared the Cherry switches for today. Love HMX, but they're all over the place right now. Guys, HMX everywhere. They're coming the new thing. But yeah, I also just don't think HMX and top mount would vibe the way I want it to, so... No, I have a set of Nixies I'm going to be lubing this week. And then, a little update on something. I am working on procuring a large amount of switches that I can just pre-prepare for all of the streams. And then all the extra ones that I don't need, like I told you guys, I'll be just randomly dropping them. I'll have to make a storefront for it, which should be pretty easy because I think I can just tag it on to what I'm doing for my website now. But yeah, I'll make that a thing for you guys if you guys want your like pre-lubed switches from me. I'll probably only do batches of 70 and 90, nothing else. Nixies and Gatorade Milky Yellows have become my unofficial favorites these days. Awesome, sign me up. Yeah, or you know, maybe I could just do batches of 10. I botched my dinner tonight and had to order food. Same. I actually did too. I ended up just getting Korean fried chicken. It's been a minute since I used Milky Yellows. Really? I feel like I used them... Wait. Oh, I didn't use them recently. For some reason, I'm thinking of the last time I used them and I thought that was so close. Oops. Alrighty. These are all screwed in here. I'm making dinner while watching. What are you cooking? Batches of 90? Yeah. I'm only gonna do this though, by the way. Like I'm trying to make you guys a promise right now, but I'm only gonna do it if I can get switches at a good price. Like in bulk. I won't do it if they're just retail and then I have to put a charge on the retail ones. Just to like make sense of it all. So only if I can get them done at like bulk pricing. But I'm in contact with people now for that, so. Alright. Got some MX2As. Lubed, filled in, spring swapped. Oh no, sorry. Are these MX2As or Hyperglides? No, these are Hyperglides. Jeez, I am like all over the board today. These are Hyperglides. I had one batch of these. My MX2As are right there. Or yeah, my MX2As are in that box. These ones here are Hyperglides. So I am using Hyperglides today. Now, I like Hyperglides. The only reason I don't like Hyperglides is because the majority of people who I know who use Hyperglides break them in, and that's when I feel like Hyperglides personally become a bit thin for cherry switches. Otherwise, Hyperglides are nice. I do indeed mod them. Standard milky yellows are kind of poopy. You have to mod them. Actually, today I almost pulled the trigger on buying like 300 curry switches. New streamer Alex trying his best. I try my best every single day. Sometimes it don't work though, you know. Bro said poop. Hey yo. Did I? My bad. And then for tomorrow's build, we're doing Diamond Avalon switches. Some like OG Diamond Avalons that I just finished modding before stream as well. Dude, curry switches are cheap. That's why I was like, should I just buy 300 right now? Like, they're still in my cart. I'm just looking what else to tag on with my order. Just because I want to try some different switches, but I also want to order a big bulk of curry switches. Dude, I am trying to contact Gateron directly, Keep Science, for the stuff that I want to buy. Like, I want to contact the companies directly. I don't know how else to do it. I'm just asking other contacts I have. What website? Oh, I'm buying them. The curry switches I'm buying from Mino Keys. I figured that would be easiest for me to buy because it's in Toronto. They told me they'd send me out a seal board, but I don't know how seriously to take that. So we'll see, I guess. Are curry switches discontinued? Oh, they shouldn't be. Are they? I don't think they are. I mean, I still see them on some websites. First stream I ever watch on Twitch here is because you always stream so soon. It's like 5 or 6 a.m. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad you're here, Hydra. I try to stream a little early some days. But yeah, I think the time zone might be a little foobarred for us. I'm so sorry, dude. Can you check Discord? Oh, yeah, menu. Someone already told me about that. We're all good, bro. Someone literally told me about that when we were discussing. We weren't even going to use PC plate, by the way, menu. Just because the aluminum plate comes standard with the PCB, or with the keyboard, rather. So don't even stress. We're not even using the PC plate. Someone already told me what happened in Simon's stream. Not like it really matters in the long run, but it's not really a fair comparison to show. Yeah, someone already relayed that. That's why we're using aluminium. Context. So the PC plate apparently has the mounting points in the wrong spot. Not that you can't use the PC plate. You can still very much use it, but I don't think it was made or intentionally made to put the PC points as the same as the aluminum points. I believe they're supposed to go over, because that's why there's different mounting styles on this, or mounting points. Simon, I believe, used the PC plate. I don't know if he ended up building with it completely, but if you guys want to, I guess check his. 3:40 a.m. in France? Aren't keyboards better than sleep? Can I ask you guys a very personal question? What are your guys' sleeping schedule like? Yes, this is only top metal. Only top metal. There's nothing else you can put inside this. So nice.
Aluminium in a mum woo woo.
Bro, I think you just tripped him up, Bern. It didn't even say the wow. It just slurred the last word there. That's crazy. 4 a.m. to 2 p.m.? That is a sensitive matter, sir. I know. I know I shouldn't ask this question. Typically like 10 to 6. I try to sleep 8 hours. So you go to bed around 10 o'clock, Ambi? When I'm addicted to Helldivers, 2 p.m. to 8 a.m. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You know of any nice numpads? I need one for work. Who is doing numpads right now? I'm sorry, Jason. I don't really know who's doing numpads at the moment. I'm not too sure. Sleep anywhere from 11 to 3 and then wake up at 5 to 2. Okay. I'm around 11:30-ish to 1:30-ish is my normal bedtime. If I'm feeling spicy, 2 a.m. in the morning, 2:30 some days. But I always wake up at 9 o'clock. So some days I get less sleep than others, but... How'd that secret? Oh, I put it in there. I thought maybe we would min-max this today, but... I think I'm confident enough in the cherry switch. There should be one more switch I put in here somewhere. Where'd it go? I don't know. I thought I put one more thing in here just to have it prepped. Maybe I took it out. 10 a.m. to 2 a.m.? Wait, Manu, you sleep 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. So you sleep all day? And you're only awake for 8 hours? No, I worked that time. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you were sleeping that time. I was like, God damn. Yeah, I think I'm around the same-ish as you, except I go back 1 hour on that. 9 a.m. to 1:30-ish, 1. On a good day, I'll be at 8 p.m. and wake around 4 p.m., but I'm slacking tonight. We deserve every now and then. As an old man, 2 hours of sleep, then I need to pee. 2 more hours of sleep, then I wake up because I moved an awkward angle and my lower back is hurting. 2 more hours and I'm awake just because. Oh, dude, that is funny. Yeah. I get that. What did I use to make my website? It is an add-on for WordPress called Elementor. Don't ask me why I'm using WordPress. Just because I'm so used to that platform. These are not factory lube. These are done by hand. I did these the other day, and then I finished them. Did I finish these today or yesterday? I don't even remember when I finished these. You want to know the biggest thing about keyboard streaming, guys? It's these. Some people might just... Sometimes I do. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck it. We'll just use the factory lube stuff. Sorry. But most of the time I'm hand lubing every single switch. So these eat up most of the time I have. These are the biggest time sink in doing keyboard streams. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the bless you. I've been a sneezy boy lately. Do you have any TKLs you're reviewing soon? The Constants. Dude, Rary, I am so pumped up to do the Constants. I think that keyboard looks beautiful, so I can't wait to build it. Your body just revolted against you for using factory lube switches? Damn, I didn't think about it like that. It could have. It very well could have. Fallergies be hitting? True. Honestly, I've been pretty good this year. I don't even know what color constants we got. I mean, I don't want to open it right now. I don't want to take the spotlight off of this keyboard today, but yeah, I don't know. But the constants is really pretty. Manu, did you have a hand in the constants? I don't know if you did. I don't know if you had a hand in that too. This PCB bottom looks like Terror Below. Oh, the set? A little bit. Kinda. The constants does look super nice. Oh no, I have it here, Menu. I was just curious. I'm not sure when I see the whole. Wait, what happened? But I'm not sure if I see where it fits with the boards we were seeing. Oh, the constants. I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty nice board. Pretty, please. You know what? Well, fuck it. After we're done everything today, I'll unbox the constants. But I'm not gonna like go into detail though, just because I don't want to spoil it for us when we actually do the board. And Cerberus I will be looking at too. I don't know the exact date for that again, but triple keyboard? Fuck. No, I don't even have switches. I don't have switches ready for that. There's no way. Alex goes rogue and just builds the constants. You know, I feel like there's a small part of me that would do that, yeah. I feel like I'd be like, fuck it. I'm excited now, let's build it. And that's why I'm worried if we open it right now. That's why I'm excited. You know what's really nice though? I gotta say this. At one point, again, all cards on the table, I was feeling a little jaded with some of the keyboard releases. These days, it has been so much fun seeing all these beautiful boards at even great price points, some a little bit more expensive than others, but most of them have been absolutely up my alley lately. There's been a few off ones, but man, it has been good. We've been eating good for keyboards lately, man. There's been so many awesome, amazing releases. Everything has just been beautiful as well, and that's why I really like keyboards. You get that vibe, that beauty. Ooh. Hold on. Let's actually push everything in here. I have no idea, Bog. You know what else is also nice? Alex, keep science. Thanks, dude. All right, let's get this soldered. Cream plus stone is amazing too, but the Osama is just so unique. Okay, I will open it after this. You guys have got me all pumped up now. Look what you guys have done. Did I not turn? Oh my god. I unplugged it. Okay, let it heat up now. Would you be looking at the Ola from Win Studios though? Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This month has been fucked for keyboard streams for me. Like I have so much on the table for keyboards. I'm trying to accommodate as many cool projects as possible that I'm genuinely interested in. I don't think I can do any more for October. I think October is completely booked. September is not. It's starting to get that way, but it would have to be for September, or not September, November rather. Otherwise, I don't think I can sustainably and efficiently, and even I just wouldn't. I don't think it'd be good practice to take on that many projects. Right, let's solder this bad boy in. Yeah, September 2025. Enjoy the things that are within arm's length. Yeah. Still a little bit disappointed with the hot swap PCB for this board. I think that's maybe my biggest disappointment of this board. One of two things I'm a little bit sad about, but everything else has been smooth sailing so far. New neighborhood, pretty good so far. Sure, thank you so much for 10 tier 1s. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Also, everyone's been kind of dissing up my Razer keycap puller, and I gotta say, I'm a little sad about that. What's wrong with my poor Razer keycap puller? Thank you again, Jer. I appreciate the 10 tier 1s, dude. No 7U on the hot swap, indeed. A little bit smooge. Just lit a fire in the house and some Alex. Wait, just lit a fire in the house and some Alex time. What more could you ask for? I hope it was a fireplace that you lit and not an actual fire that's gonna like damage the house. Oh my god, do I just grab another switch at this point? Yeah, that's so flat. Mr. Logitech sales rep. Try my best, man. That Logitech do be hitting. This is fine. Yeah. This is fine. I have a very special relationship with fireplaces because as a kid I did something really stupid. I think I've told this story once in the past, but you know, as a kid you're curious and you're also kind of dumb. And I was really cold one day, and we had a cast iron, you know, like the old school fireplaces in the basement. My family had one of those. I don't think my parents ever turned it on super often. But we had it on from time to time. And I remember one day, dude, I was chilly. And I was like, I want to warm my hands up, and I want to warm them up fast. So I was like, fuck it. Put my hand right on the cast iron top part of the fireplace. And I took it off. I remember distinctly looking at my hand and being like, fuck, this hurts. And then I remember screaming because I was like a little kid. And then, yeah, I just gave myself basically like second-degree burns. Second or third, I don't know. It was pretty bad though. My whole hand was like bubbled up and like swollen and stuff like that. Tell you what though, I did get warmed up pretty quick. Tell you what. Problem solved at the end of the day, baby. Easy. Did you hear sizzling? Nah, I was too distracted by the searing pain. Did the same thing with my firearm, but it was totally non-intentional. Hey, we all do it from time to time. We all make stupid decisions. You know? It is what it is. If I'm only planning to solder 5-ish keyboards, do you think it's worth it? Or just do hot swap? Sorry, Hector, what was the question? Also, Hector, did you message me, by the way? Did you send me a DM on Twitch? Oh, investing in a soldering iron? I think 5 switches is fair. I did? Perfect. I will get your info on the Google Docs soon, or Google Forms, and I'll send you that out this week. I mean, dude, I think getting a small soldering iron is still a worthwhile investment, even if you only do 1 or 2 keyboards. Realistically, you'll probably use it for some other crazy project in the future, or you know what, you might want to repair something electronic. It's just nice and handy to have. You don't have to get a bulky one. 5 keyboards is still a substantial amount of keyboards, by the way. But like I said, even if it was 1 or 2, I would still say, yeah, why not grab yourself a small little soldering iron? Yeah, like I can tell you on more than one hand, I have done it for small projects around the condo at the time, or I have done small little projects for my family where I've had to solder something together. So it comes in handy. And I even know my dad, who has an older soldering iron, still breaks it out every now and then. In fact, I need to give him my spare iron because his is starting to die. So like I said, they're useful to have. When I was a kid, I once called the police on my friend for fun. It was all fun and games until they actually showed up at the house expecting a criminal. Oh shit, what did you say, Amby? Dude, the most awkward experience I've had with that... Oh my god. One time I was at Apple getting my... I think I was buying a new phone. And they were putting the phone in the case, so they set it up for me because it was just like part of a service they did. And they were putting my phone in the case, and it was a weird case, and like, where's my phone? I think it's like this button and this button, or some combination of buttons. It auto triggers the emergency call, and we didn't realize it was happening, so I think it triggered twice. And I remember the police called back after I left the store, so the workers weren't even there with me anymore. And they called back to like, why do you keep calling the police? I'm like, I don't know. Now I'm caseless, yeah. I used to have a case on my phone. Long time ago. But yeah, that was a little bit scary. Because I was like, I didn't call the police. And they were like pretty upset about it too. For good reason, obviously. I'm wasting people's time, but... And from that day on, I turned off all those emergency features. So I didn't even know that was a thing. Dude, I bent a lot of cherry switches. I always bend pins. I don't think I said anything. I was ashamed and too in shock to speak. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Living life on the edge. You know what it is too? I do not want to spend 30 or 40 bucks on a case. Call me cheap or whatever you want to call me, but I just really don't feel like spending that money on a case. For something that annoys me anyways, you know? Remember crash detection and those people that were going on roller coasters and triggering it? Oh, that was a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. I remember crash detection though. I didn't know people were going on roller coasters triggering it. Hi Alex, I'm new here, but my boyfriend watches your stream in his free time. I was hoping you might be able to help him out. With Christmas rolling around the corner, do you have any ideas for good accessories, gifts, or maybe something a keyboard fanatic would like to receive? Okay, we're taking a pause here for a second. Chase, how deep into keyboards is your boyfriend? Lube. Okay. Awesome's getting a little weird right now, but how deep into keyboards do you think he is? 205. Why do you guys all recommend lube? A GMK keycap set? Well, okay. I think I need to know how deep in the keyboards. Also, what's your budget? 2-ish years. Okay. I would assume pretty deep then. And then budget-wise, what are you thinking? Multi-purpose lube. Oh my god. Why do you guys get sus? Ooh, a customized cable is actually a sick idea. But hold on, let me figure out the budget first. Get him a signed picture of the house. That's not worth anything, really. A comically large plate fork. My husband bought me a lube station for switches, and honestly, it's the best ever. A lube station could be good. Does anyone know if I need a special JSON file for the Savage 65? Try Vile, Scumble. Try going on Vile and see if it loads up there. Because sometimes it's just, it is what it is. It doesn't work. Budget-wise, I'm open to anything the hobby makes me super happy that I'm willing to pay for. Okay, so someone mentioned this. I think it was Timmer who said this. This could be a really fun suggestion that could be customized a little bit. You could go with like a customized cable and then see if they offer some sort of like laser etching on the cable and maybe put his name on the cable or just some cute message to him. That could be really fucking cool. Another nice little accessory for keyboards could just be like a, keyboard supply basket. I've been a big fan of doing gifts like this recently, where you're kind of just picking multiple small things instead of trying to think of one large thing. So you could just do like a little box of stuff, maybe it's just some keyboard accessories like parts, maybe a new brush, maybe like someone else said, Gio just mentioned a lube station. You could go with some accessories like that. Alternatively, you know what else could be really good too? Yeah, custom artisan, but I feel like that might be a little bit pushing the limits of what you can get before Christmas. You could go with, oh god, I had something on the tip of my tongue, and then I forgot what it was. Hold on, let me think about it. I was distracted by chat. An artisan might not come by December though. Shoot, what was it? A keyboard stand could be good too, actually. Hold on. I had something. I had it, and it was like a good idea and everything, too. A taste bud? Huh? Not to plug Alex's merch, but I have the hoodie, and if you watch the stream, it'll be a great gift. I appreciate you plugging me, man. A macro pad could be cool. Oh, okay. I have a really cool little idea that you could do as well. Hear me out. I think this is kind of cute. I don't know how if you're into it at all, but you could get some like really basic kits. I don't know if your boyfriend solders or anything like that. So if he has like a little soldering station with all that, and I don't know how willing you're wanting to do this, you could get 2 little small keyboard kits. So like those little test soldering things from Novel Keys there. You could make it like a little project for you two to build. Skellets, yeah, the skellets. I don't know why they forgot the name there. And that way there, it can be like a little date night. Plus you get working. I mean, they're not the best things in the world in terms of like sound and all that. But it could be like a fun thing to bond over. That could be a really cute idea too. Yeah, I mean, you know, Dean, gift cards are... I've never been one to recommend gift cards. I actually don't like gift cards. As a gift, I'd rather just give cash. I totally get the sentiment. I know some people are the other way around, but I don't know. I hate recommending gift cards. A custom video of Alex? What the fuck? If I think that's really good, Dean could send you over some pictures. Dean takes beautiful photos. Dean sent me over some photos, and it's on my wall right now. A massive 8-foot Glarsis keyboard. That too. I don't know. Do any of those suggestions speak to you at all? For me, I think my top 2 choices are like keyboard care kit, where it's just a bunch of accessories, or the thing that you do together. Alex in his Santa costume is the best one here. Thank you so much for all the suggestions. It really means a lot, even the sussy ones. I mean, yeah, depending on what level you guys are on, I guess you could go with the 16 first suggestions of getting him lube. That could be funny too. Yeah, I want Alex to be dating me. Those are very thoughtful. Thank you, Scoop. Alex's job. What the fuck, aesthetic? Someone also mentioned this too, Chase, but you could also get him, it's called the Kit Atom. It's a Lego keyboard that's fully functioning. Not crazy expensive. Makes for a good little gift. That way there you can be like a little thoughtful keyboard themed type thing. And I know some people mentioned this too, but there are some like keyboard themed clothing and stuff like that, so you could go with that too. Getting matching sweaters with Alex's face on it? Oh god. I've seen that. Completely forgot about. Super cute idea. Yeah, there's lots of fun things. You could also try to get him some like cute little artisan keycaps as well. Drop has some like, I don't know, is he into Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings would be, they have some cute keycaps, like really awesome looking keycaps on Drop that are all Lord of the Rings themed. That could be really cool for him as well. GMK Mr. Sleeves is a great gift too. That's true too if he does have GMK sets. That is very true. Damn, we're thinking of all the keyboard gifts right now. These are actually all fucking sick suggestions, by the way. A lot of people are in love with Lord of the Rings. You make a very valid point. It's not crazy into Lord of the Rings, but he has seen it. Okay, so maybe that's not the best route to go. I think they also might have Marvel stuff too. Jane V2CE is a gift. Casually dropping close to $1,000 worth of keyboard stuff. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy for your partner. Casual, not a big deal. He's super into anime and Star Wars. Oh, okay. just for the record, I have to state this because I feel like I need to. I do work for Novelkeys, so whenever even before I should have said it, but dude, they have Star Wars things on Novelkeys, Chase. They have tons. They have desk pads Star Wars related. They have keycap sets. Dane already said it too. There it is. Dane mentioned the whole shebang. So if he's super into Star Wars and doesn't already have that stuff, they have fun ones there. Do they? I don't know. This is so dumb of me. I should know this, but I don't remember if we have the NK Star Wars Artisans in stock. That could be really cool too. Novelkeys, yeah. Here, I don't even know what's in stock anymore. I'm bad with this. Do we have any Star Wars Artisans left? We do. These would be really cool. Here, I'm gonna put a link in chat for you. Fucking everyone beating me to all the links. These would be a really cool specific thing you could get as well if you just wanted to grab some like their aluminum droid artisans you could get. These are really fun, but the thing that Zany linked, there's so many cool Star Wars things. Why did I pause the music? That makes no sense. And why did I zoom in over here? Bunch of anime GMK sets. There is, but I also feel like the anime GMK sets are they're all very low key, and I feel like with anime it's specific. Someday I'll buy GMK Boba Fett. That is the only set of all the Star Wars ones I don't have. In fact, I might bother Mike to send me one. I do not own it, but I actually really want it. It is the only Star Wars thing I am missing. Bother Mike to send me one too? Well, I'm going to see if Mike wants to send me one. It's not guaranteed. I don't even know how many we have left. The BB-8 set's nice. Alex, could you give us some deets if NK will have a Halloween sale? I mean, to my knowledge, Mike has not mentioned anything, and I don't know. I could ask. The R2-D2 keycap set is perfect for my keyboard. Dude, that matched up with the R2-D2 Artisan, it is a cute setup. I have that on my key cult right now. My personal key cult. I have the R2-D2 stuff. It just suited it so well. I have to spend more money on keycaps now. I mean, if you guys have someone who's into keyboards and is into Star Wars, these could be cool gifts for them too. Thank you everyone for the suggestions. Hopefully this conversation was able to help someone else out too. Hope you all have a great day. See you, Chase. Have a good one. And I hope whatever you buy ends up being to his liking. Oh, damn, I did not do well on not bending all my pins today. I have Galactic Empire DSA. I would sell, sorry for caps. It was copy pasta. Wait, what happened? Dude, I have never seen a cheater in Valorant, but I can't imagine that being fun. Also, it's also Valorant, so it's already frustrating. I'm sorry you had to deal with that though, SN. Very, very, very sorry. Alright, this is done. We are done soldering. I'm gonna go quickly just wash my hands. Give me one moment, everybody. Okay. It's just expensive, and every time it's on sale, I have no money. Oh, Boba Fett? Yeah, $225 is expensive. I mean, comes with that, I guess, tax of being... What's it called? Star Wars. I mean, SA Tatooine's a really good price right now. It's $75. It's on clearance. That'd be a sick gift for anyone this holiday season, by the way. $75 for Tatooine. Tatooine's a sick set. Alright, so top mount. Do we need to open this, guys? Do you guys want to see what's underneath this? I'll leave it up to you. I can't imagine it being anything crazy. You know what? Fuck it, let's just take it apart. I also want to see how thick this is. So we shall open this up. Dude, I cut my hand a little bit yesterday, and it's just been killing me. I have the SA Tatooine set. It's lovely. It is lovely, right? What's up, Knight? How you doing, man? Two stainless steel weights under the brass top plate. Let's see what's underneath here. Because you know what, this really does, like, this is like edge-to-edge competition with the Neo 75 right now. Because the Neo 75 also has stainless inserts on the inside as well. So this is like crazy competitive. Both of these keyboards, I mean, the big difference right now, other than aesthetics for internals, would really, realistically, yeah, there's some shaping of the internal that might change up the sound profile a bit. But what's a good way to open this up here?
Sorry I'm late, Alex. I was having a bonfire with my fiance and my friends less than 3.
Hey, dude, was it fun? Did you have a good time? Oh, they have this, like, coated black. Interesting. So there is... I need to say something. This feels like a waste of machining time. Doesn't it? Am I the only one who's thinking that right now? Like having the pattern, I don't know how much time that realistically takes, but is that just raw? Don't you have to use a certain tool for that? It saves time? I thought you had to use a specific tool to get this particular machining. Maybe I'm oblivious. I'm legitimately curious now. Because I thought if you just normally machine it, it would have some... It would be kind of uneven everywhere, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't have, like, the nice coating back and forth. It would kind of have the rounded edges and stuff like that. Maybe maybe I don't know. You know, if Manu is here, Manu could tell me. Dude, my finger, this little tiny cut is driving me up the walls. But that's still nice. 2 inserts, plus this weight on the bottom, plus this big brass weight over here, which is decently thick. It doesn't cost more? Well, there you go. Manu answered our question. Thank you, Manu. See, this is good things to know, because I would have been under the impression that this is maybe a bit more of a premium thing for the internals. But still, very nice. 2 weights, plus another one on the bottom, plus this one. Very, very awesome to see this much material in here. I don't know how much this really matters to have like this big brass, then something underneath, then another thing. Perhaps something could have been skipped here. So this is like 3 layers of things here. Ribbon cable is kind of oof though. Yeah, I'm assuming that's to get lower front heights and whatnot, so... Surfaced finished demo. Oh, is this how you do it? Let's see.
Most people, when they think
whatever. I'm just gonna listen to the... Yeah, because that's what I was thinking, like, does it... Oh, so this is just finishing a little bit on the top. So this does actually require, like, an extra pass, right? So, Manu, just out of curiosity now, just because I'm very interested, that machining pattern, does that actually take like one more pass past the CNCing? Like, I know you said it doesn't cost anything else, so we've already established that, which is good to know. That's really good information to have. But when you're doing that kind of thing, does that require an additional pass of a different tool of some sort? The only reason I'm asking is I remember having a discussion with another person who was doing machining, who said that it does require more. Now you're making me doubt. We'll ask Lolo to confirm. He is the pro here. Thank you, Manu. Appreciate it. Why are ribbon cables bad? Okay, they're not bad. Just so everyone understands, they're not terrible to have. I just find them, as someone with very shaky hands, I find them a little bit frustrating to use. They're by no means terrible. I don't hate ribbon cables. I actually like them more than I like the Molex connectors or those Easy Mate ones. They're just difficult for me to kind of put in as someone with not the most stable hands in the world. You know, sometimes they can be really tricky with some of the positions people put them in. But this one here seems to be rather easy. So I believe this just flips. Or actually, usually you put blue side up, but it shouldn't matter, I guess. No, it should matter, actually. Should this be blue side up? Oh, this way. My bad, I had this the wrong way. My bad. Yeah, I had the PCB upside down. Whoops! And this is one of the little frustrating features about this now, is just trying to like blindly stick this in. Got it. Oh wait, we need to do top mount, Jesus. Yeah, first I gotta screw the top. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Shouldn't you? Yeah, I already know. I caught that one there on my own accord. Alright, let's screw this guy in. I'm going through schooling at the moment, but they're including a finishing pass after a rough pass in the programming. Oh, that's cool. So you kind of have an idea about this then, Fran, right? That is really interesting. What bit is this again? This one. Oops. And also to note, the overall quality of this board is fantastic. The anode looks good. The finishing everywhere looks amazing. I think the only little bit of something that was a little bit concerning was that like oil or whatever on the bottom weight. It seemed to wipe off with just some spray and using a cloth. So just as a warning in case anyone else sees that. I think impression-wise that might not have been the best like impression for maybe some people. Mounting points in the aluminum look solid, nothing underneath the spacebar, which is good. Well, typically good anyways. I'm a lot more critical if there's mounting points under a spacebar with top mount, just because I feel like it is even worse on top mount. Still early in the program, but I'm getting there. Are you really enjoying it though, Fran? Are you passionate about it? Because it's always fun to follow your passions and all that jazz. It is always fun. All right, so this is screwed in now. Would have liked to see the spacebar isolated a bit more at the plate design. What do you mean by that? Isolated a bit more. I feel like this is already isolated from mounting points. It's pretty far off from the stabs. In terms of the spacebar itself, I would say this is a pretty standard design for a stabilizer. Oh, so just like less cuts over here is what you're trying to say? I personally don't mind this, but I also can get behind making something a little bit more like cut out properly. But I don't think this is bad by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, so let's put this guy in. Oh my goodness. There we go. Should be it. Alright, and now this piece. Then we can stick our feet back on. I made some cool stuff and made my own pen design. Pretty basic, but it was a super fun process. Oh, dude, I would love to see the pen that you came up with. Is the Dusk 67 worth it? The wooden one from KB Defense? I personally think yes. My only doubt about the KBD Fans Dusk 75 is the wood's not the best quality wood. And even the finishing on the wood is not the best of quality. So, with that being said, you have to keep that in mind. It's definitely more delicate, but for the price you're paying, I still think it's miles ahead of the other boards that are wood, with the exception of the Goodwood. The Goodwood's the best one I've tried so far for wooden boards. What's up, RFC? How you doing, man? What happened, Smarter? Hey, Alex, you look like Morgan J. Yeah, I know. I feel like I get that like once a stream these days. He popped off, was it like sort of recently, and now everyone says I look like him. Unless we see Alex and Morgan J in the same room, Alex is Morgan J. That's crazy. Alex Reach Layout, which keyboard do you think are the best bang for your buck? To keep it real with you, SN, it's whatever you need. Like, whatever your use cases are, I can't replicate, right? So, what might be the best bang for your buck for me might not be the same for you. My general answer to that is always going to be it's preference based. Like, value is different per person. If you're looking for just like what I think is the most generic version of what people mean by value, which is like what you get inside a box, I think one of the most value-ridden keyboards you can probably get on the market to this day, I still think this, Neo Ergo. Past that, if you want something more premium, or the Neo 80, yeah, I think one of the two of those boards. I still like the Ergo way more. Past that, I would say look at Mode. Mode has a lot of, in my opinion, value. And again, I need to say this because I feel like someone's going to be like, oh, Mode, Mode shill. Mode has something that a lot of brands don't. Really good customer service. I value that personally. And I think that's important to, when you're making a big decision for spending a few $100, you at least have a little bit of support going forward. It's not like, they're going to jump up and leave tomorrow. So I don't know. I think that's part of the value proposition for me. That's important to me. So I'm going to go ahead and say that. I'm thinking GMK Honor Dark. What do you guys think? That's what I'm feeling today. Would I rather have a Neo 80 or Lumen Key? I prefer the Lumen Key personally, just from the sound profile, but I think most people prefer the Neo 80. Oblivion? Or Gregory? Hey, we're not doing Greg. I don't have Oblivion, but I have Monokai Material. To me, it's either Monokai Material or we use Honor Dark. I don't know. I'm good with either or. I don't have Kikobo Abyss. I don't think I do. That doesn't ring a bell. Dual Shot? I think this is the wrong color for Dual Shot. I think Dual Shot would have been better with the silver one. Is everyone good for Honor Dark? Do I need to run a poll? Honor Dark, right? Let's go Honor Dark. I have not used Honor Dark in what feels like almost a year, so I'm down to use Honor Dark. Okay, cool. Cool. Where is my Honor Dark? I was thinking that earlier. I think someone even said it earlier. Maybe that's what kind of implanted in my brain. I'm like, oh, Honor Dark would be sick for this. Right? Because like the colors, this has a smidge of blue in it. Actually, this sort of feels like it has a bit of a green in it almost. I don't know. How dare you ban the word Greg? You guys already know the rules with Greg, man. Greg is on cooldown, okay? The only way Greg goes off of cooldown is unfortunately subs. That is literally it. It is the one thing I will monetize is the use of that terrible set. Learning that Riley had a hand in Greg had to be one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever had in my entire life, by the way. That had to be one of the most. How many? 50. Unfortunately, that's what we have to put it at to get people to not do it. That is when someone seriously needs Greg on a keyboard. That is it, dude. Gregory round 2? Is there a Gregory round 2 happening? Yeah, 50 from one singular person. That is... I try to make it as difficult as possible. I think it was Chozo that technically implemented that rule or something, or Insti or someone. They said it, someone did it, and it's just been a thing since. So I think it might have... It was either Chozo or Insti, or... Maybe it was Soren. I don't remember who it was.
When I get my Christmas bonus, you're gonna be out of luck.
God. Please. Might as well go Gregory. Oh, the H is not supposed to go there. 1 second. Where was I? It's a top 3 set for me. The smile reminds me of to always take on life with a positive attitude. Well, now you're just making it seem good. You're not wrong, though. That's a very nice message to think of. No, Gregory is banned from the 150 point keycap redeem. That's because like everyone has that amount of points these days. I don't know how everyone got so many points. But yeah, that is the only keycap set banned from choosing keycaps. I don't know how everyone got so many. This is Honor Dark. That wasn't a joke. No, I'm not even joking.
You think I'm kidding?
That. Oh my God, Boney. I beg for no, Greg. Compliment for Dane. Dane, you are as wonderful as the pictures you take. All right. Thank you so much for being you, Dane. Keep on being positive, my friend, and love you, buddy. B. And I feel like I'm missing something here, the V. I wrote down the wrong switches. I don't know why. I was looking at the Cherry Nixies. Meant to, because I have Nixies on my desk here. And I have Cherry MX2As and Hyperglides. And I got my switches mixed up for what I was using tonight. So we are using Hyperglides tonight. Pen pop, give me 1 second. The one thing I don't like about the Honor Dark set is instead of giving you a second tray, they give you this little baby tray. Alright. I might have to tune these stabs up a little bit. It's been a hot minute since I've used... You said what, C3? These are C3 that came with it? Alright, pen pop incoming now. It's always so good, dude. No, I don't... We're not doing another stream after this today. I don't know what I'm going to use the Nixies for. I'm just prepping them just in case. But yeah, maybe for the constants. But I feel like that's a little ways off. So nice.
Is the pen ever not gonna pop?
I hope it always pops. You didn't expect the pen pop to be this? Here, we'll do one more time. Pen pop's amazing, dude. Hold on, let me show you guys the pen pop one more time. It's just good machining, right? And then it slowly... Actually, this is better to show you from this angle. It's like nice machining on this, and then it just slowly... is nice. How's my weekend so far? You know, it's non-exciting, which is a good thing. In my opinion, it's totally a-okay. I use it for writing, but lately I have been using a different pen, which is, I don't feel like grabbing it right now. My little pen holder on the little pegboard. I have been using this other one from a company I did some photography for. They sent over a pen, and I've just been using that because I quite like it. But I would say on a more regular basis, yeah, that pen. Because it's just kind of like on my desk. So I use it quite often. Actually, you know what? I'll be honest. I think I use both of them evenly. This is indeed Honor Dark. I really like this set, so I think this was a good choice. I think we made a good choice picking this. This is my nicest, my only expensive pen. Even the other one that they sent over is like, it's not like anything special, but I don't think I would spend any more money than I did on this on a pen. Happy early Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, by the way, everyone, again, if you guys are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow for Canada, please be safe and have a good one. I think, how much was this pen? I think I paid something like $220 or something for this one, which apparently in the grand scheme of things for the pen world is like nothing. That's another hobby that I don't think I'll ever go full force in. It's around 200, right? I think it was like 220 or something like that. Page up. You guys, the pen world is freaking crazy, by the way. I didn't get into it super. That's the only one I bought. This is the only nice pen I got, but geez, dude, there are some crazy pens out there. Crazy, crazy, crazy pens. You can spend thousands on a single pen, yeah. Which is not something I don't think I'll ever get into personally, but it does exist. Actually, let's put the function there and the dots on the bottom. Oh, the knife world is also pretty wild too. There are people who do pen streams, I think, here on Twitch. If you guys are genuinely interested, we can raid one of them one day. But there are people who do like full-on pen streams. I don't know what the stream consists of. I don't exactly know like what you do. Maybe it's just a bunch of like example writing and stuff, and just really looking into the nitty-gritty of pens. Where's my F11?
I used to work at a car dealership and all the managers and finance guys had pens 500 used plus.
Yeah, pens can get pretty pricey. Oh, there's F11 right there. Yeah. One of my jobs as well, one of the owners had like this really fancy pen, I remember asking about it one day, and they were like kind of rude about it, and they laughed. And they said, well, it's something that you have to get custom made, and never really told me much about it. But I learned that it was like a few $1,000s that they got. All right, so I'm already really liking the look of this board from the top down more than the Neo. So I think let's do a sound test really quickly. And then we can get more into like the comparison's sake here. I'm already really liking the look of this though. I think this looks phenomenal with Honor Dark on it. Okay, I really want to see how this sounds. This is GMK Honor Dark with the switches being Cherry Hyperglides. They're filmed in lubed and spring swapped. And then we're using the aluminum plate. I really like the alphas so far. Nice and full sounding. Okay, I really like this. I'm going to tune the spacebar just a smidge because I can tell it's a little rattly. This is top mount only, yeah. I really like this, but I do want to just make sure I get this spacebar like primo before I, really give this my thoughts here. C3 stabs do require a little bit of TLC from what I remember. It's been a long time since I've used a C3 stab. Much better. Okay, this is a very, very good top mount. Oh yeah, okay, so this is really nice. It's comfortable to type on. I don't know the front height yet. I'll have to double check on the website, but plug it in, do some typing here. Plug. Okay, I like this sound profile a lot. This is typically what I end up going with sound profile wise. You know, when we look at the differences between some of the boards here, this is obviously a totally different switch and also a different plate. But you know what? I would even assume that if we were to go with like a cherry for all this, which we did try on the PP plate, I think the overall sound signature of the gaskets on this is going to lean to a bit of a deeper overall sound signature. This is that classic top mount sound, and I think it's done very well. Not that it's super hard, just to put it in perspective, I don't think it's super hard to do top mount very, very well. But at this price point, being the $238 in stock as well, you get a good looking keyboard, you get tons of weights in here. So this thing is chunky. We'll get the weight here, a scale here in a second. The look of this one here is a bit more sharp. So if you look at the top down, they're a bit more sharp. This has a rounded corner, just a more rounded aesthetic in general. Even the side profile on this one here, if we look at both, which makes this a little bit more difficult. I thought there would be like a clear winner, if I'm being honest. Would you take either one of these over the Sonnet? So the Sonnet has a more sculpted side profile. It's a little difficult for me to pick one of these over the Sonnet, because I think the Sonnet side profile still comes out on top. Do I have my Sonnet there? I do, but this is not really the best Sonnet to show off the side profile. So the Sonnet, and again, the Sonnet doesn't have to be expensive. You can make it expensive though. I think the Sonnet is more comparable to this, and you can really see, just judging off the shadows alone, how much deeper the Sonnet has compared to the Neo. But overall, I think this is a bit more of a stylized, you know, weirdly kind of futuristic design, while the Sonnet is a bit more of a clean line that's a bit more classy. If I had to pick one, I think this side profile is a bit more timeless than this side profile. However, I still think this is a very beautiful side profile. You know what I mean? Like, I do like that the copper runs through. So it's a totally different thing. But I think this is a bit more sculpted. I kind of like this one here more. So when you're comparing these two, it's a little different, because you can even see from the side how much this actually cuts into the bottom of the case, giving it kind of a unique aesthetic. This looks even better, by the way, when you use not a polycarbonate one, because it's the polycarbonate side. So when you get like an aluminum or a copper piece here, you can really see the side profile on this. Yeah, and this is all going to be preference-based, by the way, guys. I'm just going based off of what I like, by the way. So you guys could have your own opinion on which one you like more. However, I don't think the Sonnet has these either one of these beat in value. When you're looking at just raw pricing and what you're getting. Now, I do think the Sonnet holds its own with its sound profile. And even comfortable on, like, you know, how nice this is to type on. This is much softer than both of these keyboards. But you can also tune this to make it not as soft, using its different things. And I think that, you know, in a lot of ways, when you're getting to that level of finite tuning, you're paying for that finite tuning. You're paying for the ability to kind of like change things up a little bit. Not in all cases, but you know what? That's just one of the added benefits of going with the Sonnet, I guess. Overall, though, Sonnet top profile does have its own kind of vibe going with the accent piece. In fact, I think the accent piece looks a lot nicer than on the Neo. This doesn't really have an accent piece in the top. This is a lot more classy. No, this is vibrato, I believe. When you look at this board, so this is the Neo up top, and this is the Part 175 from TKD. This is a very classy looking keyboard. There's nothing too crazy about this. And out of all the boards, including the Sonnet, I think the Sonnet has just a smidge of a thicker side bezel than this guy. Maybe the same, maybe I'm tripping. I don't have a way to properly measure this. This feels a little bit thinner. Now this is much thinner than the Neo even. The Neo does have the thickest of all the bezels. Again, this is all preference based. But I do think like these hold up a little bit more in terms of what I like from the top down. Yeah, so some bad things now. We're going to talk about a few other things here. While I think the TKD unit has lots of awesome colors you can pick from, one of the flaws, it's very immediate, is if you wanted to go hot swap, you are very limited in profiles. Or not profiles, in layouts. Let me just grab it again here. In fact, if you want to go hot swap, the only option you're getting on this entire PCB is if you want regular or stepped caps. And this is the confusing part about this board, right? Because I want to say that this is supposed to be targeted towards someone who wants that, you know, that premise of premium. They want that little bit of like a, okay, I'm upgrading my board from this to this kind of route. And it makes it a little difficult to say this is the more premium option when you barely get any options on your hot swap, which again, and I feel like this is important to mention as well, because I have had talks with vendors and I know what sells and stuff, I know hot swap is the more popular option. So this may turn off some potential people who don't want to solder or just can't solder. This may turn them off from buying this board because you get realistically not a whole hell of a lot. It's again, you get 6.25U, oh, wrong button. You get your standard stuff here and that's it. If you go the solderable route like I did today, you get everything, which is fantastic. So I think it's a huge miss that they did not do more with this particular PCB. Because again, this probably would have been the one that sold the most units. It would be the hot swap unit. So really big miss here. Unfortunate. You may like this a lot more in terms of ease of building as well. This uses 9 screws on the back. This just has catchball system as well as the pogo connector. So when you're looking on what's easier to build, you know, what's going to be better for the person who's not sure what they like yet, I have to give it to the Neo. The Neo makes more sense. It is way easier to take apart. You get the more options with hot swap. The Neo this is the hot swap unit for the Neo. It has so much stuff. This just makes a lot more sense for someone who's more of a fan of tinkering with. I feel like this is maybe a great option because it does sound fantastic. This is probably going to be a great option for someone who knows what they want and is into soldering and doesn't want to pay a huge premium for a designer board. And I think they'll be very happy with what they get here. Overall, though, it's funny almost because I feel like as close as they are to, you know, to what they're supposed to be here, they're very similar. I almost feel like they're very different. And I think that's a good thing, by the way. I really think that's a good thing. Yeah, you can just switch this out for a key. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I've heard some people complain about they're not liking the bottom of this board. They don't really care for this kind of like Pokeball type thing. This is a bit more standard, I'd say, in what you're in the approach here. Very standard piece. I have no idea, Jay. I hope so one day. The Neo nipple badge? Oh gosh. Again, I think we're comparing a little bit something a bit more stylized, which I really like, versus something a bit more simplistic and timeless. PB, unfortunately, it wouldn't still be a fair comparison because it's using a totally different plate. It's using a plastic plate. I already tried putting some cherry switches in it, and I did not like it. I would have had to use the aluminum plate. Yeah, you can pick the badge you want on this guy. Is there a clear winner here? The only negative about the Neo 75 was I really think the bottom mount was an afterthought, and I don't think it was very good. But again, maybe that's just me not liking it based off of preference, and I have some bias. I just really thought it felt terrible. I have to give my personal edge to the Neo just by a smidge. I think I just like what this has to offer a little bit more. But again, I don't think there's a wrong choice here. It's the same menu as KD fans. That's why there's a 6.25 PCB locked. I get that, but they can still request other things. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I think there's going to be people who are really going to appreciate this a lot more. Like, there are going to be people who are like, yeah, this is the board for me. But Alex, you need to be more critical about boards. I know. There's someone's still going to complain that I'm not being critical enough. Is it because I need to yell, right? I need to, like, get angry? I need to raise my voice a little bit. Maybe it's the switches, but I like how the TKD sounds more. I think this is more traditional in sound profile, Dane. I think you can still get this to be really traditional. I just made it so it's a little different because I wanted to try something different here. How's the stiffness of the alu top? It feels like an aluminum top mount. It feels exactly what you'd expect. It's well done. You know, they have the mounting points in all the right spots. No, Neo only offers bottom mount, which was, I think, a kind of a weird choice, as well as the gaskets. And the gaskets, they did really well. The bottom mount was a no for me. I did not like the bottom mount. You were critical and you gave a lot of objective markers as well as your own personal subjective views on both boards. Appreciate that, guys. I know you guys really, I hope you guys think I take a look at boards in a fair way, but there's still a lot of people who think otherwise, which is whatever. I don't care. Not a big deal. These 200 USD boards are getting really, really good. Yeah, these are amazing. Both of these have been fantastic. I think the weaker of the two boards, simply because of the PCB, the hot swap options, has to be this guy. And I'm coming as someone who likes solderable only. That's my cup of tea. But I think strictly because this hot swap PCB is limited. Oh, and then the other thing too, this is also a big deal too. Because this only is offered right now in the in-stock variant with one plate, and you have to buy plates extra, you are looking at $20 more to go with a different plate, minimum. So there is going to be a bit of a premium, and then you're also going to have a plate you're not going to know what to do with if you buy one extra PCB. So I think that's also important to point out as well. You do have to potentially buy another plate if you wanted something different as a stock plate. Like if you're not into aluminum and you're like, yeah, I know I like PC top, you cannot just get PC top. But it's in stock. That has to be a point. You're not wrong, Manu. I don't know if the turnaround time for the Neo is all that long. And you know what, Manu? You make a good point too. It is in stock. Is the Neo going to be in stock though? I thought it had a 1 month lead time. I have to double check that. For some reason, I thought this was at least a 1 month pre-order type thing. Maybe that was just my last conversation with something. Neo always has that lead time for all boards. Neo rolling is close enough to being in stock. All right, if we're going to consider it technically the same, then fine. Let's just say it's technically the same then. You may get this quicker by like a few weeks then. Is basically in stock. Okay. Technicality, fine. We'll just consider both in stock then. But I will say one last little note here. Again, only because I haven't tried this with the aluminum plate yet on the Neo. This is more up my alley sound-wise already. I have a feeling, though, if I went aluminum and cherry, I can get this to sound just as good. So I think realistically, we're fighting over two things right now. Let's just put the PCB aside as well as the plate thing within the in-stock unit. I think realistically, it's what kind of comfort do you want? Do you like top mount? Do you like the look also? You know, maybe outside of even comfort? Or do you want gasket? Do you want a more rounded, stylized look? I don't think there's a wrong answer on what you're going to go with here, by the way. If you take in all the rest of it and maybe this doesn't matter to you, I don't think there's a wrong answer. Also, maybe the cheaper shipping, because this is free shipping including in the price, maybe this is attractive to you because maybe you live in a part of the world where the shipping's crazy expensive. Yeah, I think that might be my only other criticism for the Neo, by the way, is the copper is definitely a more orange copper. This may be a turnoff from some people. Oh yeah, let me quickly measure the front heights too, because I did not... Manu, do you know what the front height is of the board? I don't think I saw that anywhere. Oh, I need to plug in a board. Finishing wise, they're both amazing. I think if you're going to go with the TKD's coatings, though, to me, I do think the color choice and the range of things that you get with TKD is absolutely amazing. So you're going to get more options out of the TKD stuff. Oh, it's on the Z Frontier. Let me take a look at this. So I do think the slight edge is going to go to this board. Only because, again, I like the TKD coatings and I like what they have to offer for their anode too. Let me translate the website. Hold on. Translates. Are they offering Arcane? We went through the colors earlier. Hold on. Let me look at the colors one more time. But let me see what they have. They have a lot of colors, Dane. I'm just trying to see what the front is of the board. I don't know if it's on the Z Frontier page, actually. I can't control F it. Is it on this? Oh, here it is. 17 mil. Very, very low. I don't know if that includes the foot pad here. But 17 mil is pretty impressive. It's on Click Clack. Oh, I didn't even see it. I probably skipped right over it. 17 mil in a 7.5 angle. So, I mean, they're very, very, very close. I think this was, what, 17.5 or 18, memory serves. They are extremely close. Both extremely good for that as well. I have no preference here. I think both of them are amazing when it comes to front height and the comfort from the front height they offer. Both amazing. Absolutely outstanding. And then you guys wanted to see the weight. Let me get my measuring scale. Fuck, this is a really tough one. I don't think there's an objective winner to this, by the way. I'm not just saying that. I'm not afraid to pick one as a winner, but I feel like if they had the same mounting style, I'd pick an objective winner. But because they're both a smidge different because of that, it's really tough. 2.4 kilos for this guy. And then, just to go back to this one here, because I don't really remember, 2.6 kilos. So they both got weight. Fuck, this is a toughie, dude. They both got weight to them. I don't know. This is tough. Again, front top-down look, this is winning for me with the side bezels. But then I really like the side profile of this guy more than I like this one. It's tough. Very tough for these ones. I don't think there's a clear-cut winner. I think there are things that might weigh your option a little bit more, but they're both really nice keyboards. Neo weighs more because obviously more pounds per money, no contest. Yeah, this one here smiles back at you, I guess. One thing interesting is the price for copper inclusion. Very different price points there, I believe. Yeah, I mean, the copper's going to cost a little different. 5 a.m. here. Take care, man, you. Thanks for, I think you put in a word for us to take a look at this. Thank you again, man, you. JMK Honor Dark for the 175. Yeah, Honor Dark and Mecha Kaiju. I don't know. If you guys had to pick one, what are you guys picking? Even I don't know. I don't know what to pick here. I think overall the Neo might have the slight edge for me. Just because of... Just literally because of the hot swap PCB. I'm picking the TKD, Neo. Sonnet, to be honest. Okay, Sonnet out of the question. Constance? Oh, you guys wanted to take a look? You should poll it? I'm actually very curious. So yeah, let's poll it here. / poll. Which you picking? TKD 75? Let's call it TKD 75. Or Neo 75. We'll do a nice little 5-minute poll here. We went into extreme detail today on both of these boards. So I think we have a very fresh mind to pick something here, if you've been watching the entire time today. This is a tough one, right? Ooh, TKD is winning by a landslide. Well, is it a landslide? Nah, actually it's evened out. Alright, let me go find where I put the constants. Give me a minute while I figure that out. I think this is it. I haven't even opened the box yet. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Can you compare the gray of the part 1 Neo Ergo? I don't think this is even comparable because this is more of like a blue. Do I have the Neo Ergo to even show you right now? Where did I stick my Neo Ergo? Oh. Neo Ergo. Where did I put you? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I think this is more of a true gray, while the PT has a bit of like a coloration to it. Here, let me move this back. And you can kind of see there's a tinge of blue-green in there, tinge of teal. I don't know if my camera is coming across very well here, but this is a more true gray. I think this is actually one of the better true gray keyboards out there when it comes to like... That's why I don't think DualShock would have been a great match here. It's a very slight hue of blue. Almost feels like a green? I don't know. It's not a bad color. Ooh, TKD winning. All right. Let's see the constants, I guess. Whoa, this is fancy. God damn. I'm not building this right now. Oh my god, this is heavy. Ooh, constants. Ooh. Oh my god. Dude. Oh, that's very zoomed in. Look at even like the weight and how that kind of like tails down and tapers down there. Maybe not the easiest color to take a look at, but look at that. Pretty. This is very nice. I feel like different angles of different light. Hold on. I'm going to do something. Bear with me. I'm going to shake the camera a little bit. Okay. I have a polarizing filter that will take away some of the shine. So I kind of want to add the shine back in a little bit just to kind of show you what that looks like. Because it definitely is very, very apparent to me. But that is very, very nice. I love the way the light hits that. Damn. I'm not building it today. There's no way. I'm going to be burnt out on building keyboards today, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, this is very pretty. Very, very excited to build this one here up. Don't tease us, I'm sorry, but the tease was requested. It was indeed requested, dude. Don't need a 3 kilogram keyboard, don't need a 3 kilogram. It's heavy. Very heavy. God damn. Alrighty. Well, everybody, that pretty much concludes our 75% shootout, I guess. That pretty much concludes it. It also looks like the voting is in favor of the TKD, which makes a lot of sense to me. But it's a very split vote. TKD 75 is the winner. We still have a sonnet tomorrow? Oh shit, we are building a sonnet tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a fun stream then. We can build another 75. Alright guys, let's go find someone to raid. This is a fun stream. I had a really good time tonight. I hope you guys found this one here entertaining and hope you guys also kind of fun. I feel like it was a really, really good shootout for things today. Wanna raid Keep Science? Let's do it. Good night, sweet prince. Thanks, guys. I still don't know what to get. Personal. I think it's gonna be a very big personal decision at the end. I think I also prefer a little bit more softness in my typing these days, so I'm also sort of leaning to the Neo just because of that. Have a good night, Alex. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys had a good one. Very awesome stream tonight. A lot of good points back and forth. And I hope everyone has good sleep, all right? I'm gonna go probably play like one game of TFT and pass out because I have a long day tomorrow. Good night, everyone. See ya, and love you. Bye-bye.